Hello and welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're joining me today because we are tackling a massive, fundamental shift in the world of industrial maintenance. We're talking about finally moving away from the days of purely reactive mechanical repairs, where you're basically just waiting around for a gear to grind or a pipe to burst, and stepping into the incredibly powerful world of proactive digital monitoring. If you're a maintenance engineer or honestly anyone looking to understand how massive facilities run seamlessly, mastering the basics of SCADA is absolutely crucial. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover Meet Your Plant's Brain, Anatomy of a SCADA System, how SCADA actually works, SCADA versus PLC, why SCADA matters to you, and we'll finish up with some essential SCADA maintenance tips. So I want you to picture a massive thermal or nuclear power plant. Just visualize the sheer scale of it for a second. You've got thousands upon thousands of sensors out there measuring temperature, pressure, flow, voltage, motor speed, valve positions, the whole shebang. If you actually had to manually inspect every single instrument to keep the plant running, you would literally need an army of engineers running miles of floor space every single hour. And let's be real, nobody's boots are built for that. So how do you do it? Well, the answer is SCADA, which stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. It is the industrial automation system used to monitor, control, collect, and analyze real-time data from all your equipment and processes. It's the definitive solution that pulls all of that widely scattered, critical operational data directly onto a single screen right there in the central control room. I absolutely love this quote from our source material. SCADA is the eyes and brain of an industrial plant. Think about it. If the pumps and motors are the muscles, SCADA is what allows you to actually see what they're doing and tell them what to do next. It centralizes your control, meaning you can stop a pump or open a valve remotely. And more importantly for you, it completely prevents that exhausting physical legwork of running all the way out to the field just to check a single gauge. Section 1. Meet Your Plant's Brain. Understanding SCADA. So why do you actually need to know this? Well, first off, SCADA lets you monitor equipment health. Things like bearing temperatures and vibration in real time. It provides instant alarms to drastically reduce downtime. It tells you exactly what failed and when, giving you much faster troubleshooting. It continuously records running hours to improve your maintenance planning. It increases plant safety with automatic shutdowns, and it improves energy efficiency by carefully tracking power and fuel usage. This entire list represents a massive mindset shift. You are no longer waiting for a machine to break down. You are actively predicting its behavior based on its actual real-time operating conditions. Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds. Anatomy of a SCADA system, hardware and software. First up, the physical hardware. Out at the very edge, you've got your sensors acting as the nerve endings, measuring variables like temperature or pressure. Then you have actuators, which are the muscles, your electric motors and control valves that actually do the physical heavy lifting. Just above them sits the PLC, or Programmable Logic Controller. You can think of the PLC as the localized brain of an individual machine. It reads the sensors and controls the actuators directly. And for systems spread out over huge geographic areas, like a cross-country pipeline, we use an RTU, or Remote Terminal Unit, which essentially does that same job over really long distances. But, those physical components have to talk to each other. That's where the network and software come in. The communication network, whether that's Ethernet, fiber optics, or cellular, acts as the digital nervous system. It feeds all that data right into the SCADA server, which is the central hub collecting everything. The server then pushes this data to the HMI, or Human-Machine Interface. The HMI is exactly what it sounds like. It's the graphical screen, that visual window where the operator directly interacts with the plant. And finally, everything gets recorded in the historian database for long-term data analysis and compliance. Section 3. How SCADA works. The step-by-step process. Okay, let's slow things down for just a second and walk deliberately through a complete, real-world workflow. Step 1. A sensor out in the plant measures a process variable. Let's say cooling water temperature is rising. Step 2. The local PLC receives that signal and executes its programmed logic. Step 3. That PLC transmits the data up through the network to the SCADA server, which instantly updates the HMI screen in the control room. Step 4. The operator sees that rising temperature on their screen and, right from their desk, clicks a button to start a backup pump. That command travels back down to the PLC, which tells the actuator to turn the pump on. And finally, Step 5. Every single part of that sequence, the temperature spike, the alarm, the operator's command, and the pump starting, is permanently recorded in the historian. It's beautifully efficient, isn't it? Section 4. SCADA versus PLC. the key differences. And this brilliantly illustrates a really common area of confusion, the difference between the PLC and SCADA. Let's look at their primary roles. The PLC handles real-time machine control. Its scope is strictly local, usually just a single machine or process, and its collect data is limited to that scope. SCADA, on the other hand, doesn't control the logic directly. Instead, it provides plant-wide supervision. It pulls in extensive data analytics, utilizes the HMI as a core feature for operators, and has advanced historical data and alarm management. Simply put, the PLC controls the machine, and SCADA monitors the entire plant. They are not competing, they're working together seamlessly. Section 5. Why SCADA matters. The industrial impact. First, just look at the sheer scale of where this technology is deployed. It is truly universal. Power plants use it for turbines and transformers. Water treatment facilities completely rely on it for pumps and chlorination. Massive manufacturing lines use it to monitor conveyors and robots, and even smart buildings use SCADA for HVAC and fire systems. If you are working in modern industry, you are working with SCADA. Now, what's really interesting about this is the massive, measurable impact SCADA has on an operation. Notice how capabilities like real-time monitoring and historical data logging funnel directly into predictive maintenance, because you can actually detect trends, like a rising vibration, before a critical failure happens. You drastically reduce your plant's downtime. Quick fault identification means significantly shorter repair times and much higher plant availability. It literally makes you proactive instead of reactive. Section 6. SCADA Maintenance Tips. 10 Best Practices. All right, let's hit these 10 practices in a rapid-fire sequence so you're ready to go. 1. Back up your projects regularly. HMI configs, PLC programs, all of it. 2. Monitor communication health. Keep an eye on that network latency. 3. Verify your sensor calibration. Bad data in means bad data out. 4. Review your alarms. Eliminate the nuisance ones so operators only see what's actually critical. 5. Keep your software updated during planned windows. 6. Protect against cyber threats with strong passwords and firewalls. 7. Monitor server health. Watch your CPU and storage closely. 8. Test your redundancy systems. Make sure those failovers actually work before you're in an emergency. 9. Document every single change for traceability. And 10. Train your personnel. An untrained operator can undermine the best system in the entire world. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, really vital question to think about. Is your plant's automation fully optimized and actually protected against cyber threats? A SCADA system is an incredibly powerful tool, an absolute game changer for predictive maintenance for sure. But it requires active care, solid security, and a deep understanding to reach its full potential. Think about your own facility today and ask yourself where you can apply what we've just learned. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep learning, and I will see you in the next explainer. SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. It collects real-time data from sensors and PLCs, displays it on operator screens, generates alarms, and helps